Well, hello everybody. The live from ISE 2026 train rolls on here on Hetma Presents, and I feel like we're kind of in the presence of a true like industry celebrity, or you know what I'm saying? One of those sorts of people that like, you got to mind your p's and q's around. We got to behave ourselves. So first, our neighbor a few booths over, Mr. Miller of PSI. Would you please introduce yourself? Who are you and what do you do?
I am Chris Miller, Executive Director, Psni Global Alliance. And yes, we are just a few doors down.
And a great neighbor, you know what I'm saying? People that I think it's fun, like you guys are really here for the right reasons. Yeah. So
we hope so.
Yes. Great. All right. So for those who are used to these trade shows being about manufacturers, what they have to offer, and some other service providers, what on earth are you doing here with a booth? Yeah. What is PSNI? Why is it important that you have a presence at this kind of event?
Yeah. So really two directions we can go. One is that America's presence, and then there's that global presence.
Yeah.
And just like in education, there are different layers, needs and applications worldwide. We're kind of in the same place. Mm-hmm. From a North American, let me go a different direction to answer your question specifically. Why would we be here when we don't sell a manufactured product or software? It's really because the shift has happened in corporate as much as education, that we're focused more, and it takes discipline to focus on outcomes and experiences, especially in education, more now than ever. Instead of, here's a box, let's just plug that in, teach people how to use it, and move on.
Yeah.
Because with software taking a much higher position, with AI being in the mix, it's more outcome-based than product-based.
Yeah.
And it takes, it's almost a litmus test for educators, corporate, whatever, government. When someone comes in and talks boxes today, they're missing the point.
Yeah.
They're missing the point. Now, it has to come up, but it has to come up now in the right order, right?
So we had a kind of an impromptu interview with somebody this morning, and we gave them here's your 1 minute, you get the floor, say whatever you want. And they are out of Canada, and their 1 minute was, I believe in AV standards, but AV standards should be built upon the experience of the user, not the technology that's creating the experience. And that strikes me a little of the same that you're talking about, right? Which is,
Absolutely.
It is mapping that user experience, building around that, and making that the centerpiece of what we do. We know that the technology, the software, the boxes is the enabler, but let's not make it the point of what we're here to do.
Yeah, and as things become more software driven, we look at it now, it has to be seamless, it has to be simple, it has to be somewhat standardized, depending across a campus, across a country, across a continent, doesn't matter. And it needs to be frictionless. The less we touch, the more it knows about me, and sets my room up like I need it to be, allows me to do and be empowered to do what I do.
Right.
Instead of worrying about, did the Wi-Fi work? Did the camera come on?
Right.
Did it track? Did the sound work? Was somebody not far? Now it's really changed the dynamics. I think it's one of the most exciting changes for education.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah, it opens up a whole other world of thinking about things.
That's
and
right.
And sort of the paradigm breakdowns that opens things up.
Yeah.
We may not be true sister organizations, but one thing I like is you are an alliance, and Hetma is an alliance, not an association. So Hetma is an alliance of humans who work in higher education and AV. The PSNI Global Alliance, who are you an alliance of?
That's a great question. I don't know that I've been asked that.
Well, that's why I'm the best interviewer on this show floor,
You are.
I can tell you.
We,
Okay.
we knew that.
Okay, good. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
So we see alliances as trust builders. We see alliances as companies that come together to be stronger.
Yeah.
They mentally know that I can do it on my own, but I know I can be stronger by the intellectual capital and experience and the networking that others bring to
Yeah.
it. And when this first came together, I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah.
If there ever was a group that needed networking in a very peer-based environment, this was perfect. This
Yeah.
was perfect. And what you've done with it is amazing to take it global. I know how hard global is.
Well, that was my follow-up question, right? Is what, as you are working to, as you said, grow an alliance
Right.
of people that want to build trust and do that. What are your plans as you, like you said, global alliance? That's not an easy thing to do. Your tag says executive director, so I assume
Right.
it's your job to figure out how to do it.
Today it's on me.
All right.
What we look at is a little different in that we're looking for a skilled based, business oriented partner, because the old saying, you're as strong as your weakest link, right? We do thousands of projects a year with each other
Yeah.
on 6 continents. So we have to have the very best we can do. So we focus a lot on who those companies are. We accept applications, maybe 3 to 4 for every 100 that come in around the world.
Right.
But we're in Russia, we're in China, we're in Ukraine, and they work together. And that's the value of alliance, right? Our goal, we will continue to keep raising the bar of certifications and programs. We are very much into quality.
Yeah.
And quality has to be taught, and then it has to be administered
Yeah.
to a new level. So that's kind of where we're going over the next 12 months.
Nice. So if we have listeners that, have done a big AV project, or they have had challenges with integrators or things in the past, and they're hearing this going, okay, you're focused on quality. I'm going to go to psni.org. I'm going to go check it out.
Right.
Why should higher education technology managers working on campus every day be going, I need to know what PSNI is, and here's how it can actually change what I'm doing for my students?
Yeah, I think it's, and the answer may be unique to certain markets, countries, as to what those needs or expectations are.
Yep.
Education should be one of the most important things we all look at anywhere in the world for the benefit of our futures, by the way, for our children, for our grandchildren. It's unfortunate that sometimes budgets can put guardrails on that really impede real opportunity and ROI. So I would suggest that they talk to a PSNI integrator.
Yeah.
I would say that for anyone in North America, as I would in South America, as I would in Europe or in Asia, in Vietnam or in India, Japan or New Zealand. We have very qualified. About 30% of our business worldwide is education.
Yeah.
But it's getting broader. The skills to call on education are changing.
Yeah.
It could be a stadium. It could be classrooms, collaboration spaces. It could be digital signage and cafeterias. It could be sound masking. There's so many different expertises that
go into it.
And it can't be boiled down. I know I'm preaching to the choir. It can't be boiled down to price only. Because it's so specific now.
Yeah. So if people at schools are, either working with a consultant on a project or they're doing it on their own, like considering adding PSNI as a question in an RFP or a requirement or some
Absolutely.
other thing,
I
you
hope
know,
so.
you know,
Yeah.
is a way to look at trying to find people that have
Yeah.
passed what sounds like a really rigorous process
Absolutely.
to be able to
Yeah.
carry that stamp.
And and the reason that is the case is because we trust each other with our best customers.
Yeah, there
So
you go.
no one wants to lose what they've spent years building in trust and relationships.
That's
So it
fantastic.
has to be the best of the best anywhere worldwide.
Good deal. Well,
It's quite a challenge, by the way.
it is, well, yes, there's no doubt. I mean, like I said, I think what you've taken on and what your group has taken on is a big challenge, but
We're making great inroads.
again, alliances that are built on trust making, that will sound pretty familiar to our membership.
That's absolutely right.
Cool. Well,
And I'm thrilled that those who are in the organization stay in it, participate, be a part of it, make a difference.
you take ownership and make it better ourselves.
You bet.
Same with you guys, same with us.
Absolutely.
Good deal. Well, looking forward to stopping by your booth on a booth tour on Friday.
Very good.
And with your booth, if anybody happens to be here, is 2W480.
That's right.
You got a cool two-tiered seating thing you always do, which
Yep,
is neat. I
that's
like
right.
that.
Yes.
Make sure to stop by, check out psni.org, and then in our article, we'll have a bunch more details about who you guys are, what you do, and really appreciate your time to
What a
talk with
pleasure.
us today.
What a pleasure.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.